Now, a new analysis shows that the 6-ton iconic altar stone at the heart of Stonehenge originated from northeastern Scotland rather than southwest Wales.
To move these into place, how could you have moved them from Wales, where the blue stones, the spotted dolerite, came from within Stonehenge?
Right now, in your pocket, you're carrying technology that was first invented 5,000 years ago. Your noise-canceling headphones? Stonehenge did it first. Your phone's haptic feedback that makes you feel things that aren't there? Stonehenge. The way shopping malls use sound frequencies to make you buy more? Stonehenge. And AI just proved that ancient monument used the exact same psychological manipulation techniques that tech companies pay billions to perfect today. And when you understand how it worked then, you'll realize how it's being used on you right now. And artificial intelligence analyzed 5,000 years of Stonehenge data, geological surveys, acoustic studies, astronomical alignments, archaeological excavations, everything humanity has ever learned about this monument. And it reached a conclusion that archaeologists found deeply uncomfortable. Stonehenge wasn't a temple. It wasn't a calendar. It wasn't a burial ground. It was a weapon of mass psychological manipulation. The stones weren't chosen randomly. Each one was selected from a different region hundreds of miles away for its specific acoustic properties. Blue stones from Wales that ring like bells when struck. Sandstone from Scotland with unique resonant frequencies. Sarsen stones from Marlborough that absorb and redirect sound in precise ways. When arranged in their specific configuration, these stones created what acoustical engineers call a resonant chamber. Inside the circle, sound behaved unlike anywhere else in the ancient world. Voices became fuller, richer, more powerful. Drums generated vibrations that wrapped around you. And critically, there were no echoes. None. You know where else there are no echoes? Recording studios. They spend millions engineering rooms where sound behaves exactly as intended. No reflections, no interference, perfect acoustic control. Stonehenge was the world's first recording studio, built 3,000 years before we invented acoustic engineering. But that's just the beginning. The AI discovered something that made researchers' blood run cold. The stone arrangement produces low-frequency vibrations below the threshold of human hearing. Scientists call this infrasound. You don't hear infrasound with your ears. You feel it in your chest, in your bones, in your gut. And infrasound does something terrifying. It bypasses your conscious mind and directly affects your emotions. Studies show that exposure to infrasound creates feelings of awe, unease, sorrow, and fear. It can make you feel a presence in the room when no one is there. It induces states of heightened suggestibility and emotional vulnerability. Sound familiar? Movie theaters use infrasound to make horror films scarier. The rumble you feel during an explosion scene? Carefully engineered to trigger your fight or flight response. Concerts use it to create emotional connection with music. Nightclubs deploy it to keep you dancing. This is a multi-billion-dollar industry built on manipulating your emotions through frequencies you can't consciously detect. And Stonehenge did it first. Imagine you're a person living 5,000 years ago. You've walked for days to reach this sacred place. Everyone you know says the gods speak there. You enter the stone circle at sunset, exhausted and overwhelmed. And suddenly you feel it, a vibration in your chest, a pressure you can't escape. When the priests speak, their voices seem to come from everywhere, from the stones themselves, from inside your skull. Your heart races, your skin prickles. Every instinct screams that you're in the presence of something divine, something that could destroy you with a thought. You weren't imagining it. The stones were doing it to you, using technology we only rediscovered in the last century. Now let me tell you why this terrifies me. Every principle that made Stonehenge a weapon of mass influence is now in your pocket, optimized, perfected, running 24/7. Your phone's haptic engine, the thing that makes it vibrate when you get a like or a message, is engineered to trigger dopamine release in your brain. Different vibration patterns create different emotional responses. Apple has patents on haptic patterns specifically designed to make you feel urgency, reward, and anxiety. These aren't bugs, they're features. Carefully calibrated psychological manipulation through physical sensation, just like Stonehenge used infrasound to make you feel awe and fear. Social media platforms use something called variable reward schedules. You don't know when you'll get a like or comment or match, so your brain stays in a state of anticipation, constantly checking, constantly hoping. Slot machines use the same technique. It's one of the most addictive psychological mechanisms ever discovered. The priests at Stonehenge understood this. They couldn't create a guaranteed divine experience every time, but the unpredictability, Sometimes you'd feel the presence of the gods, sometimes you wouldn't. Kept people coming back, kept them believing, kept them under control. Retail stores pipe in music at specific tempos to control how fast you walk through the store. Slower music makes you browse longer and buy more. They adjust the bass frequencies to create a subtle feeling of comfort and safety. Restaurants use warm lighting and acoustic dampening to make you feel relaxed, so you order more food and drinks. Fast food places use bright lights and hard surfaces that create an energetic, slightly uncomfortable environment, so you eat quickly and leave. Every space you enter is engineered to manipulate your behavior. Just like Stonehenge engineered emotional experiences to maintain social control. Noise-canceling technology analyzes ambient sound and generates inverse frequencies to cancel it out. The result is silence, or rather, the illusion of silence. You're actually hearing complex engineered sound, you just perceive it as nothing. Stonehenge did this 5,000 years ago. The inner stones disrupted sound waves from the outer ring, eliminating echoes and creating a perfectly controlled sonic environment. Not silence, but the perception of divine acoustic space. We patented it in 1978 and act like we invented it. We just rediscovered what our ancestors already knew. Here's what keeps me up at night. The AI revealed that building Stonehenge required a centralized authority capable of organizing massive labor forces across multiple generations. This wasn't cooperation, this was compulsion. A small elite who understood psychology, astronomy, and acoustic engineering ruling over thousands who never questioned why. They didn't need armies, they didn't need walls. They had something more powerful, complete control over what people believed and felt. Sound familiar? 5 tech companies control what 4 billion people see, hear, and think about every single day. They don't need physical force. They have algorithms that understand your psychology better than you understand yourself. Facebook's internal research showed Instagram makes teenage girls hate themselves. They kept that research secret and kept the algorithm running because engagement went up. YouTube's recommendation engine has radicalized millions of people by showing increasingly extreme content because it increases watch time. TikTok's algorithm is so precisely tuned to your psychological vulnerabilities that China, where the app was invented, won't let Chinese children use the same version. They get educational content. You get whatever keeps you scrolling. The priests at Stonehenge used acoustic manipulation to make people believe in divine authority. Tech companies use algorithmic manipulation to make you believe you're making free choices. But you're not. Every swipe, every click, every second of attention is the result of thousands of engineers optimizing systems to exploit your psychological weaknesses. The only difference is scale. Stonehenge could affect thousands. Your phone affects billions. Former executives from these companies have gone on record saying they deliberately built addictive products. They designed them to exploit the same brain mechanisms as gambling and drug addiction, and they won't let their own kids use these products. Steve Jobs didn't let his children have iPads. Tech executives send their kids to schools that ban devices. They know what it does. They just don't care what it does to you. The people who walked into Stonehenge 5,000 years ago didn't know they were being manipulated. They couldn't see the acoustic engineering. They didn't understand infrasound. They just felt awe and fear and believed it was divine. You have an advantage they didn't have. You know, every time your phone vibrates and you feel that little spike of anticipation, that's haptic manipulation. Every time you can't stop scrolling even though you're exhausted, that's variable reward exploitation. Every time an algorithm shows you content that makes you angry or anxious or inadequate, that's engagement optimization. You're standing in a digital Stonehenge, and now you can see the strings. Last night, I turned off all my notifications, every single one. No badges, no sounds, no vibrations. I deleted apps that use infinite scroll. I set screen time limits. I put my phone in grayscale mode so the colors can't trigger dopamine hits. And you know what happened? For the first hour, I felt anxious. Like something was wrong. Like I was missing something important. That's withdrawal from a device. That's how deep the manipulation goes. But then something changed. My brain started to quiet down. The constant background noise of digital anxiety faded. I could think clearly for the first time in years. The priests who built Stonehenge had total control because their victims didn't understand what was happening to them. They felt the manipulation but believed it was divine truth. You don't have that excuse. You know that your phone is engineered to addict you. You know social media platforms profit from your anger and insecurity. You know algorithms are designed to keep you scrolling, clicking, buying, obeying. The only question is, what are you going to do about it? 5,000 years ago, people didn't have a choice. The technology was invisible. The manipulation was inescapable. Today, you do have a choice. You can keep walking into the digital Stonehenge every day, letting it manipulate your emotions, control your attention, and shape your beliefs. Or you can walk out, not completely, not forever, but consciously, deliberately, on your terms. Turn off your notifications, delete the apps that treat you like a dopamine farm, set boundaries, take back your attention. Because the people who built Stonehenge are gone, but the people who built your phone are still here. Still optimizing, still testing new ways to keep you under control. And unlike our ancestors, you can see exactly what they're doing. The question is, will you let them anyway? If this video made you think differently about your phone, leave a comment telling me what you're going to change. And if you want to see more content exposing how ancient manipulation techniques are being used against you right now, subscribe. The stones can't control you if you know what they're doing.